Hello, my name is Jack Cobourn. I am the founder of Alsatian Productions here on YouTube, and I want to talk to you today about the ethos of Alsatian Productions. Now, as mentioned in Monday's episode of Pieces of Pep, this has been a decade's worth of work for me to come up with the solution to how to make a gaming channel on YouTube. Now, it's not that difficult to do. I mean, people do it all the time. I mean, you don't have to be, Jeff Ramsey and Jack Patillo of Achievement Hunter to pull it off. You can just do it yourself, technically. But when you're a perfectionist like me, and you agonize over how you would like to do it, it takes time. So let's talk about why Alsatian Productions. Why is it called Alsatian Productions? So, Alsatian Productions was born out of me playing video games with my friends at my friend Mike's house. We played all types of games: Halo, Call of Duty, Borderlands, and then we watched people play games like Destiny and Doom and Forza Horizon and, games like that. We joked about stuff, we quipped. The idea for Alsatian Productions and the name of it comes from that era. Alsatian is a fancy way of saying German Shepherd, and my friend Mike had a German Shepherd that was a stuffed animal, German Shepherd, named Ralph. And Ralph talked like this when he was excited. Hence why, if you watch the idents at the end, basically at the end, you hear somebody say something like, "Coffee, coffee, coffee!" It's because that was what Ralph was. He talked that way. We made up that he liked to drink coffee and eat bacon, and he liked to maul people for coffee and bacon. So, when I was thinking of what I wanted to do for a gaming channel, I wondered what I wanted to call it. I wanted to call it something somewhat obscure, so that nobody else would think, oh, let's take the trademark, or, hey, you've infringed on our trademark. I mean, frankly, Rooster Teeth, kind of gave me the idea for calling something weirdly obscure. That was like a perfect name for a gaming channel. But, like I said, this has been a decade in coming, and the first idea I had for this was, we play video games, three of us sit behind me, and we just quip and riff for 25, 30 minutes at a time, while one of us plays like a fighting game or something. Now, this premise worked for Funhouse. I'd never seen a Funhouse video when this idea came across my mind. It just seemed like a great way of doing things. So that's kind of the backstory of Alsatian Productions. Now, I was a journalist. I was a sports writer for a couple of years in college and out of college. But over time, journalism wasn't a really viable career move as it had once been, disappointingly. So I moved to do a normal 9-to-5 job. I like my job. I like doing my job. I like the people I work with. Shout out to all of them for, supporting me and giving me the backing, pretty much emotionally, to get this done, which was a nice thing. But in the back of my mind, I wanted this to work, and I wanted to be, somebody who still did some form of journalism. Now, I had poo-pooed gaming journalism when I was in college. I had actually poo-pooed Twitch when I was in college, because who wants to sit and watch somebody play a game? I just want to play a game. But it's grown. It definitely has. And I thought, let's make a gaming channel that's accessible to all who want to play games. And that's basically what this is. So the ethos of Alsatian Productions is, I play games that anybody can play, and I don't play them to the best of my ability. Well, to the best of my ability, but I don't play them like I'm going to be competing against a bunch of children in a, arena with 20,000 screaming fans with $50,000 on the line. I'm just playing them for fun, because that's what gaming is. Gaming is fun. Don't let anybody ever tell you, gaming is supposed to be serious. Gaming is called gaming for a reason, and gaming is fun. And I want to have fun. So that's why I play these games on this channel. This is why I pick the games I want to play. Because the games I want to play might not be the games everybody wants to play. And maybe they don't even know these games exist. I mean, tomorrow, Retro Gaming Weekly is going to be playing Rally Challenge, a game that came out on the Windows 95 in 1997 that I got for Christmas in about that year, in that era. And it's probably one of my favorite games of all time because it gave me the ability to drive a car when I was 4 years old. It's that kind of game play that makes gaming fun. You want to play a game you enjoy. Don't play a game because somebody told you should play a game. Play a game because you want to enjoy it. Maybe you don't know these games are coming out this week, but let me tell you about them and maybe you'll find something you like out here. The demos I play on Demo Derby, some of them are good. Freefall 95, that is actually going to be Game of the Week on Friday. We'll definitely have Game of the Week on Friday for Freefall 95. I'm going to play the complete game. It's not going to be the complete game on Friday. It will once again be a 30-minute clip, and we'll get to why these are in a moment. But it will be a continuing series. We'll probably throw it up on Monday, throw it up on Tuesday, throw it up on Wednesday, in one of the slots we have for gameplay. Because it excites me. It's a fun game. Gaming is fun. I hope it comes across that way in both the Demo Derby play and the Game of the Week play. And the reason it's 30 minutes long is, one, it's for my own sanity. If I have to play a game for hours at a time in one straight go, my brain falls off. I tried doing it with Mario Kart 64, one of my all-time favorite games for Retro Gaming Weekly. I tried doing, a full 50cc cup gameplay, and it was an hour and a half, and by the end of it, I had to go to bed. It was 9:30 at night, and I had to go to bed because I was so exhausted. So 30 to 45-minute gameplays are going to be the norm around here. Some demos won't even get 15 because some demos just need to be bailed on. I'm never going to just stick with something that I don't really feel is going to be good for any reason, for the reason of, let me show you my suffering. That just makes no sense. I'm not, rage quit. So I'm not going to sit there and go, this game sucks and I'm going to play through it. Now, I did Frau Runa this week. And the reason I did was I wanted to explain to you why Demo Derby is the way that it is and how I decide whether demo is good or not. And I figured, let me use this valid crash out for how bad this game felt in my hands for why and how I do this job. You'll see it this afternoon because it will come out today. But 30 to 45-minute gameplays will be the norm. And it's just so when I'm done a 30-minute gameplay, either I can start the next 30-minute gameplay and get another week done, or I can pop in a different game altogether and, record in that for 30 minutes and then just make another video for the same week in a different series. Or I can just put everything down, go eat a meal, go get a drink, go play some tennis, because that's the other thing. I don't know how gaming YouTubers actually do it. I don't know if they're just always playing or some of them take breaks. but for me, it's all about just having fun and creating stuff. So that's what we're going to do. On the subject of Twitch and social media for this channel, I don't know what I'm going to do with Twitch yet. I haven't just really thought about it. I've just been so preoccupied with just making gaming videos and games I like to play. And that's how we're going to do that. You're not really going to see me much on camera. We're not doing face cams to start with. I mean, the hat and the sunglasses are kind of going to be a trademark look here because that just seems like the coolest way to do things. It's a little nod to Jeff Ramsey of Achievement Hunter. And if you look over my shoulder, my left shoulder here, you'll see some Gerplers in the background. Regulation Gameplay and Regulation Podcast Gerplers. That's a little nod to Jeff and Gavin and Andrew and Nick and Eric for showing me how to actually do this channel properly. I really thank you guys so very much for continuing to produce content after Rooster Teeth ended. It's the one thing a week I look forward to in my own life is watching the Regulation Podcast. I highly recommend watching the Regulation Podcast and watching some of their gameplay videos too. I mean, I'm not competing with them. I'm not anywhere in their league, nor am I exactly trying to be. That's the other ethos of Alsatian Productions. I'm not going to try to keep up with the Joneses. I don't care to keep up with the Joneses. I will live in my little shack instead of, the giant castles they build, and I will just continue to play the games I want to play and enjoy. And if I play something that's trendy, congratulations. If I don't, that's okay too. Maybe I'll find you like the games I do play rather than the AAA titles everybody else does. But in reality, that's the biggest ethos of Alsatian Productions is it's just about fun. That could honestly be the tagline. It's just about fun. You'll never see me take things too seriously. I mean, Sunday Driver and the Grand Prix Legends playthroughs is kind of my way of dispersing brain thought information I've had in my head for almost 30 years at this point. So, if it seems like I take that a little bit seriously, yeah, I kind of do. Racing games are kind of my shtick. Everybody who knows me as the racing games guy. And I'm going to try to play the racing games about as well as anybody else can. I don't have a Jimmy Broadbent setup with a, wheel and pedals. I just use a Logitech controller. And that's fine. It works for me. It's a casual look at sim racing. This whole thing is a casual look at gaming. It's, irreverent. Some of it's self-reverent. Some of it will pick on, the negatives of the gaming atmosphere we have around, all this kind of stuff, I will make fun of things like that because, you know what? Some of it needs to not be taken so seriously. And some of it doesn't need to be, like gatekeeping. I will never gatekeep something on this channel if I can help it. If I do, I'm sorry. It's not meant out of malice. It's not meant out of, a belief that somebody shouldn't, be playing the same games I play. It just is. So, that's kind of the ethos of Alsatian Productions. I would really love it if you'd all just stick around with me and keep playing these games and enjoying them for, what they are, fun. And, I'll see how this goes. This is the first week. I don't know how the views are done because I've pre-taped this. I'll pre-tape them all, pretty much. It took me 23 minutes to get through pieces of pap. Just 5 minutes before this. So basically, I'm coming up on 15 minutes here. I kind of do want to end it in like a moment or two. But yeah, just keep checking this out. We're going to just keep producing games and see what we can do with it and have a whole lot of fun. Let me know what games you want to see me play. What games you want to see me fail at. Let me tell you, I'm not the world's best first-person shooter guy, but that's part of the charm of watching me. I'm going to fail, and that's okay. So, thank you so much for watching this first Flounders vlog. This will come out every Wednesday at 9 a.m. And keep on gaming. Tell me what you're playing. I want to know. I'll maybe play it too. Maybe you can convince me. But thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified what other videos are coming out on the channel. We're not going to play around with the algorithm and go, oh, this works on this day. The only things we have set are the retro games, the strategy games, and the racing games on certain days. And that's pretty much it. I mean, everything else is just a playground to be imagined with. There are no bad ideas. So just keep tuning in, see what we like, see what we find. I'm not going to adjust because one video has no views. I'll make 37 of the same video with no views and just play through a game that I like. So there it is. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. This has been a presentation of Alsatian Productions. Blah, blah, blah.